Welcome to the first episode of cooking, and today we're going to be making s'mores ice cream. So now, let's get straight into it. And yes, this Cuisinart ice cream maker made this video all possible. The first thing we are going to need is cocoa powder, and this is going to have to be sifted, and we're about to sift this. This is just Hershey's cocoa powder. The next ingredient we're going to need is some sugar, which we have some sugar. The next ingredient is packed dark brown sugar, which we have in this container here. Let's grab that. Is the brown sugar. The next ingredient we're going to need is a pinch of salt. We are also going to need 1 cup of whole milk. Grab that. We are also going to need some heavy whipped cream. The next ingredient will be pure vanilla extract, that we have right here. We need some marshmallow cream, which we're just going to melt these jet puffed marshmallows. And of course we need some honey made, what doesn't have to be honey made, but just some graham crackers. We also need some chocolate chips, so I'll tell you about that in a moment. And don't forget to wash your hands before doing this.
Grandma here. So we're gonna make s'mores ice cream, and we are gonna put a 1/2 cup of cocoa powder, 1/3 cup of granulated sugar, 1/4 cup packed dark brown sugar, and a pinch of salt. 2/3 cup whole milk, 1.5 cups heavy cream, 1 teaspoon pure vanilla extract, 3/4 cup marshmallow cream, 2 full graham crackers, crushed, 2 ounces milk chocolate chips.
So now I'm just gonna sift this cocoa powder. So now our next step is going to be melting these marshmallows, melting the chocolate chips, and crushing these graham crackers. So we're going to melt these marshmallows. So we're just gonna put those marshmallows into the microwave for 30 seconds. And once that is done, then we shall move on to the chocolate chips. We're now gonna do the same thing for the chocolate chips, heating them in the microwave for 30 seconds. Actually, we're gonna have to go for 1 minute because they didn't cook enough. And they really didn't melt at all. We're actually going to have to go to 1.5 minutes because they are still not melting. So now that we have finished this chocolate, now all melted, we're going to move on to these graham crackers. So we're going to put it on low and hold the top. So now what we need to do, we need to mix in the cocoa, sugars, and the salt into this bowl and then blend it up. Here we have the cocoa, the 2 sugars, and the salt. So now we're just gonna mix up all these ingredients. Now I just added in the heavy cream and the vanilla, and we're just gonna stir this up. So now we're going to cover this and refrigerate it for 1 to 2 hours, and then we'll be back with the ice cream maker, putting in our graham crackers, our melted chocolate over there. We'll also be putting in our marshmallows.
6.5 hours later.
Okay, so it has been about 6 to 7 hours, and we have just taken our refrigerated ice cream out of our fridge, and here is the Cuisinart ice cream maker. this in here. And this comes with the ice cream maker. This cold thing. Basically, do is you just put this in the freezer and then freeze it for a little bit. So now that this is going, we're gonna have it go for 15 minutes, and then we're going to gradually put in our graham crackers, our chocolate chips, and our marshmallow cream, which we have preheated and heated again right now. After then, we will then let it stir with the ingredients for 5 more minutes before taking out the ice cream. Okay, so we have now just hit our mark, and we are going to now dump in the chocolate, the graham crackers, and the marshmallow stuff. Now the finished product is kind of all mixed around and stuff. Once we put it in a bowl, it's going to look nice and ready to eat.